Hey, everybody. Happy Thursday. I thought I would jump in here and do a quick little, just checking to see if it's displaying here. Do a quick little training video for you. Somebody had asked a question in one of the groups about how do you get the little cookie policy to show up on your website. And there's some free tools out there. I just wanted to show you what those tools are, and I'll go through one kind of quickly, but basically I just want to give you the idea. And it's super easy to do. Okay. And it doesn't cost you any money. I think the tools that I'm going to show you, you can only have like one website, but I mean, we all are working to be compliant and all that kind of stuff. So let me see if I can share my screen. This is always the scary part here. All right. And all right, I think it's working. Woohoo! So there's a couple of sites that I want to talk about. One is, and I'll put this in the comments below so you can find them. One is just called websitepolicies.com. And then the other one, let's see if I can find it, is called Termly, TERMLY.io. And both of them give you the option of, I think, creating one free thing. And you'll just have to, go to both of them and play around with it. This one here, so it's two parts. You use these third-party tools to create the, all of the legal jargon that you need. And then you just copy the code onto whatever website builder you're using. Now, this one here, this is kind of fun because, and I'm just going to walk you through quickly how it works. But you'll notice here down at the bottom left where it just is telling us, hey, this website uses cookies. Right here under the configuration, I have the option of having what they call the tooltip. If I click over here to the bar, you'll notice it changes it down at the bottom. All right. So what I love about this site is it just gives you a visual snapshot as you're working. And so you know exactly what it's going to look like. So you just go down the list 1 through 6. So I'm going to use the little tooltip. Then I click on the layout and I can play around with, the borders. Do I want a thin or a thick one? So you can see here how it's changing it. So I'm going to really ramp all these up a lot just so you can see how it's making a difference. Okay. Transparency, if I wanted kind of like the background to show through, I could set that. And then the font size, I could make it small or large. We'll make it large. All right. So that's the layout. If I go to the colors, this is really cool because you just click on it and you'll notice as soon as I click on it down here at the bottom, it shows what that color, it just shows what it's going to look like. So I do not think in the free version you can customize it to your exact branding color. But you know what? For a free tool, I think it's close enough. It's good enough. So just pick a color that you want. All right. And then on the cookie policy, you would link to your website that has your cookie policy. I should have thought ahead of time because I'm not for sure if I remember my cookie policy. It also walks you through if you don't have a cookie policy, you can just click here and create one. So let's just, I don't know, let me just put this in here. I think I actually keep my cookie policy. I have too many websites. So I'm thinking I have it at a different place, but we'll just stick it there for now. Custom text. So again, the custom text, and you'll see here the preview, it's just going to show you what it is. So this website uses cookies to ensure you get the best experience of our website. I could just say, please note, just so you can see that I'm changing it. This website, whoops, typing too fast, I guess. this website uses cookies. I'm just going to leave it like that for a second. All right. And then the policy link, click here to learn more. Got it. All right. So you'll notice that as I change that text, see how my little cookie policy changed there. All right. Now, this is the important part. Don't let it scare you when you see it. But then you have all of this. If you're not a programmer, it looks a little scary. You just have this code. All you have to do is just copy the code. So I'm just going to click and I've copied it. So this is what my little cookie policies pop-up will look like. Now I'm going to, for demonstration purposes, I'm using, this is Funnel Gorgeous, but if you use Go HighLevel or basically any of the white labeled funnel builders out there, they all have something very similar. So basically what you want to do is you want to go, I go down here to my footer because this is a website. I want this, to show up on all of my pages. I just go down to my footer and let me click off of it here. You'll notice that it has what's called a custom HTML/JavaScript. So I'm just going to click in the blue here. I'm going to pretend like I'm going to create a new one here. Okay. So then basically you just want to add an element. And what is the element? See here where it says custom HTML. So I could just click that and let me just drag it up here. Well, I've got columns, but I guess it doesn't matter. And then right there is that code. Then when you look over here to the left where it says open the code editor, so I'm just going to click on open code editor. And this is where I would just paste in that code that I copied. Okay, it's that easy. And then you save it. I'm going to cancel because I really don't want this here. And then you save your web page. And then, of course, with the cookie policy, once you click on it and accept it, it doesn't show up again. But if you're ever testing, I don't know if you ever do this, but if you, within Chrome, you can do File, New Incognito Window. And it's kind of like the secret agent window. And I don't even know if this is going to show up here on this stream. Yep, it does. So here at this point, I could type in my website, starrconsulting.net. And basically when you're in the incognito mode, it, wipes out all of the cookies and all of that kind of stuff. And so now you can see, here's my little cookie policy thing that popped up. Again, once somebody clicks it, then the next time they go visit your site, they're not going to see that policy, right? So does that make sense what I just said? So to get this window, it's the File, New Incognito Window. And I'll just pop out of it here, right? So let me stop sharing and come back to wherever I'm at here. Okay, there. So I'm back. So anyway, so 2 tools. I'll put it in the comments. You could go to Termly or this website cookie policy place. Super easy. It just walks you through how to create those policies, and then you just basically embed that code. So whatever website builder you're using, they all have something very similar to that. You just paste it in, and you're good to go. How easy is that? Right? So if anybody's watching either live or on replay, if you have questions, just reach out and we'll sort that issue out. But make sure that you're in compliance. Add that to your website. And I will see you in another video. All right. Take care. Bye.